kid, make these pancakes, make this, make these hot dogs. Oh, and my grandma was a single parent, so she had to raise me and her other grandkids. So she was working at the state, DCFS. So she was like 5 in the morning to like 7 at night. So she'd be like, kid, just throw this on the stove while I'm doing this, do this. So that's how it kind of started. And then once I got older, I realized that's how you could get the man. So then that's how I started. Really? Really fun. Somebody just said something that's gonna make me speak on this because you know, people out of town only use this for
Like,
seafood.
yeah,
This
'cause
you,
they don't know how to cook it.
yeah, they don't,
Because a lot of stuff that we have in Texas, like we use down smoke sachets
we show the tobacco
they
out.
don't down here.
Right.
And that's what you got that down here, they don't have it down here.
You never send that to me.
Yeah. So you from Gonzales. So what school you went to?
Cinema.
Oh, cinema.
Mm-hmm.
So when you did, don't we just out that?
Are we recording this?
Yeah. Yeah, we still rolling.
So basically, I was already known for that. So where the money was at, it was kind of like known in that group. So my manager's name was Chris Brown. He was tall, white man. He was like, "Oh, we're slow, go do something." So he made the director of the what's that called, maintenance, and my cousin come help me shoot a video. And I was, I don't know, I was like, let me jump out this trunk. I ain't got nothing better to do. I was like, I'm always jumping out this, I'm always doing that. I was like, let me jump out the trunk. So that's kind of like how they started that. And that video actually was old when I posted it. It was like 2 months old.
But okay, so once you jumped out the truck, like in Louisiana, you was happy.
Yeah, I'm done popping.
Everybody was talking about it.
Everybody knew what it was.
Yes. So what made you? What was your first like big stream on TV? Thing?
So my biggest debut, like, was P-Bandit. So like,
You show what?
yeah, a few months until yeah. So a few months in, Katori Hall reached out to me and she was like, I want you to come do this show. And I was like, you better not be talking about P-Bandit. So she was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, let me. So she sent me some lines. She was like, you have to audition them.
But you really saying?
I'll have a few lines. But they made me audition. I'm not above it. I was like, let me just go on and do this. And then I wanted to write music for them too.
Oh.
So I was able to write music for the show.
That's cute.
So I was able to get the actor's credit, but also the songwriter credit. So yeah.
Okay. So do you ever get like I guess overwhelmed or
Of course.
like
Yes.
because you always smiling.
Hate it. I smile when I'm nervous. I saw when I'm happy. I saw when I'm freaky. July 20th.
Oh,
So I'm a Cancer.
okay.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, I'm from well, you know what Sorrento is.
Okay.
So Sorrento is tiny. All that's tiny. So it's like I go from that to all over the world overnight.
But you know, people don't understand. You gotta be built for that. You
Yes.
really.
I was like, oh my god. You know, I stayed in the house for like 2 weeks. My grandma used to have to bring me groceries and everything. Because I nobody else had.
You want to see them? Because your face
It's overwhelming.
like that.
Yeah, people were like, oh my god, really? And I'm like, oh.
It's not
Oh, God.
that's what you like it.
No, but you're touching them because
Oh.
like, it's like, why y'all touching me? And then I wound up trying to get into it and be like more of like the Hugsy type person. I went to New Orleans, I got scabies. When I was on Bourbon Street, like meeting with a fan, like a week or two later, I got paid with scabies. Yeah. So ever since then, I kind of just like, oh, but you can speak, we can take pictures, but just don't. Yeah.
Do we what we have to do to start the chicken, to prep the chicken?
Oh, we could do that now.
You think we should do the chicken first, or should we put on the
So we should do the baked mac and cheese first.
Okay.
But we still waiting on the cheese block. And then we're waiting on the on the butter. So that's the most important part because this chicken only gonna take about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, so
Wait,
but we have cheese, so we might not need cheese more.
yeah, you guys still need cheese. But
It's still need cheese. Yeah, what if we put like the squeezy cheese? All right, I think. Oh, so no. So where your music come from? Like what where it comes from? Where
honestly, I'm in the house of the show and I always tell, can I curse on here?
yeah.
I always tell them.
What makes you like the things you say or the things you make your music about? or what they feel.
Oh, no.
So it just
I just get in the shower and I might say, "Just pop that pussy," and then I'm gonna put it in the song. I might say, "Clap, clap, clap." I might say, It's just something that, yeah, it's just something that just keep going in my head over and over again. And now, like, I'm starting to talk to like people like Nicki Minaj and all them to kind of like get better with the writing and stuff. So yeah, thank you. I can look y'all in.
That's with everything. If whatever you want to do,
You gotta
be
stick with
consistent.
it.
Yeah, be consistent.
Because I may kind of get
Make
on it.
your videos, do your things.
Right.
So with all of this, do you ever want to venture off and doing film yourself or producing people like with music and stuff?
Yeah.
Why?
I actually want to start making more money to the point where I can own an apartment complex.
Well, that's why you gotta make music and do
Yeah, that's why I gotta do that, make the music and kind of like
apartment complex.
for women, for single women. I want to do like, let's say the market price is like 1,900. I want to do half of that for the single women, but you can only stay for 3 years.
So, okay, so you say for single women, do you know they got single dads?
Yeah, but I was raised by. I'm gonna go with what I know. A single woman. Yeah,
Baby, I
yes, yeah,
single dads overlooked.
yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They definitely do.
they got some in there really raised their children.
Right, but I resonate more with the women because my grandma raised me. So it's like market, and my grandma raised 5 kids. That's a lot of people. So it's like market price, like, oh, 2, 3 bedrooms, half of market price. You can stay for 3 years just to get yourself together, but you can't have a man staying with you.
You get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, you can't.
But see, that be the problem. If they can't have a man, they can make them unhappy. Like seriously,
I get that, but
mentally, a woman should have a man for real.
you should, but you shouldn't revolve your life around a man either, though. So if that man in your house, and it's you and your man, that man should be able to help you foot a lot of those bills, or you shouldn't have to pay half a market price.
What?
It's to help you gradual. It's to help to elevate yourself, not elevate you in a man.
But still, that's still like I just feel like you take it from them because
Oh no, they can still have them come over.
yeah,
Yeah, they can still come over and do their thing. But if I was to notice, like, if I was to walk through, or like my family walk through, and they realize, oh, you have a man living with you,
or like Mr.
like you see like PlayStation on that wall.
like Mr. Welltown flooding.
Yeah, if I walk on there and a PlayStation on the wall,
Yeah,
pack it up. You got one.
PlayStation.
I know it ain't. I don't know no black mom that they sell PlayStation in the living room.
Come on, see, I got your
See
PlayStation.
what I'm saying? And now I'm looking into.
But no, I really feel like a man. I mean, a woman should have have a man.
Yeah, you should have a man, but not living with you. Not living with you though. Why would you? If a man, like my grandma always said, they're not beneficial. They don't need to be around.
But still, some of them they have money. They still on the sheet.
Well, that sounds like a woman's call.
You gotta let people have their man.
You can have your man. You just like he could spend the night, whatever. But as for him living there, yeah, I need. If I feel like if a man living with a woman or whatever, or they choose to, they should all both contribute.
Yeah.
Now, however you decide to contribute, that's on that. But if he's just there, because some women, you know yourself, they'll have a man working hard and the man in the house all day.
They too. So, what would you where you wanted to be? You wanted to be in Texas or
Back, I gotta go back to where I started.
well, I'm doing my first Easter egg hunt down here because I'm here and I'm close.
Right.
So I see how this one turn out and what go down, and then after this one, I'm going because people don't understand. Like we from Louisiana. When you from Louisiana, you love your state.
Oh yeah.
We are not like nobody else.
Right.
We don't talk like y'all. We don't act like people. We don't. It's just so different. Even from people here in Texas that I've met, like we very friendly. We very open. Like we very trustworthy. We don't trust you, but
we don't trust you, but we deal with you.
You know what I'm saying? So, being from Louisiana, and if you even look at the different rappers, the different actors and actresses, like from Louisiana, like we did.
You know, I just found out what's that woman? My mother was a junkie, a real whore. You know what it is? She played on Tyler Perry when the daughter was getting beat, but yeah, she's from yeah, she's from Baton Rouge. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just found it out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you can tell that our people are different.
Right.
Even like
You're a triangle.
but see, he different,
Right.
but he the same. Like Boosie,
Mhm.
you know, everybody got the same kind of like same kind of like mentality.
Oh.
Yeah, they do.
Well, you know, I don't really engage with that feel of purpose. Sorry.
Like, it's like we're not messy people, but you're not gonna mess with us.
Right. Boy, I could get a little messy.
That's
I was
just the
real.
thing. So everybody like, oh, that's everywhere you go. No,
No.
we kind of different.
And you know,
Different with it.
and you know, we're more violent.
Hmm?
We're more violent.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're more.
That's what I'm saying. Different with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not you if you're in Louisiana, you probably can't just argue with nobody.
No, no, not at all.
It's just that.
All right, I'm gonna pause y'all for a second. Are y'all still waiting on ingredients? Is that-
Yeah.
Okay, cause I want y'all to say some of that conversation for while y'all cooking. You know what I mean?
But I want that y'all cooking and put it in stocks.
Yeah, we will, but I mean, there's gonna we need to combine the
Okay.
cooking.
So intermission,
Intermission. Yes.
they should have brought us some cocktails or mocktails, man.
That's my tails. I make my head.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that on the show.
Yeah, whatever sauce I want for the show. Yeah, save it for that.
Let me see your real.
All right, go ahead. Pause the recording.
Yeah, I was also stuck at the
Should I keep this live running? Go interact.
Okay.
Go interact.
Oh yeah.
Okay, y'all. We on YouTube live. Y'all want to say what's up to the YouTube?
Hey, YouTube Live. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all eat and don't do never mind. Let me be nice.
Tell them what y'all cooking stuff from. Yeah, they want to know what y'all cooking.
So, fried chicken, baked mac and cheese, candy yams,
No.
and cornbread. Baked mac and cheese, collard greens. That's your kid?
Y'all think we can start with frying the chicken until the other ingredients get here?
See, that's the thing. If we fry it, it's gonna be finished real fast, and it's gonna get cold, and then nothing worse than cold fried chicken.
I need all that. All right, Larry, I'm gonna pre.
So we could start prep, but what I can do is start actually seasoning the chicken and stuff.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven.
Yeah.
We'll go back. All right, cool.
And we put what we waiting on with the greens. We ain't waiting on them with the greens. We can actually start on the greens and stuff too.
Okay.
It's just the butter for the yams and the cheese, so we can start on the greens.
Rather die. I mean, K3 die. Fine.
Wait, we ripping and running the streets tonight?
Is that on?
Yes, I put it on low because I.
No.
Show how y'all make papers. I put all that. I'm excited, like I'm eating. My skin do look good. Oh yeah, I'll tell y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all tell us sitting gifts is having the top 70%. So thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all double tap the live. Yeah.
Chicken.
Oh,
That's actually correct. I don't know if I was doing.
Yeah, no, I didn't even.
What you saying?
Somebody send me a universe. TikTok universe.
Yeah, I just turned it on.
All right, so what's this?
Salt or sugar?
That's sugar. And I don't even care what those is because I'm gonna order it all in it anyways. I mishumble you. Well, you ain't never met me then. I ain't never met a humble call sale. You know, I realized that y'all confuse humble with pulling. So I actually mentioned your memory bad. I mean, like 50 tickets just like. Don't fix. I tell you, it takes out beautiful. I don't know.
Mama Duck is on the way. Mama Duck says she's still waiting on her episode.
She on the line?
Yeah. Mama Duck is on the way.
We got to get into intermission.
The Mama Duck after you.
Who on the line?
Mama Duck.
Oh, tell us what's going on.
Miss Rhonda said, hey. Yeah, Mama Duck, we just got the live set up today.
You said waiting on butter and cheese, right? Yeah, but we're gonna just prep the chicken, and then we're gonna do the greens.
Tell her episode on the way.
Yeah, she said, y'all ain't go live with me. I had to take my post down. Tell my girl I said, hey. Miss Rhonda, Mama Duck said, hey.
What's your skin clean up right now? We'll snag me a brand deal with skin. Let's y'all keep talking about my skin. It's trendy skin. Yeah.
Mama Duck on the way.
Darrell, I think you got a uni in your purse or where your wallet. I need a uni. Like a
She's
big
waiting on her episode.
Send me a big gift.
Tell Daryl I love him on baddies. Darrell.
All right. Everybody still up? Everybody rolling?
And you turn off this camera right here to your left. And hit it for him too.
I did.
Yeah, double tap the live.
3
Double tap the live.
Camera 3.
What's going on, Darrell?
What is it?
No, that's one of my big gifters. His name Darrell too.
It's a gift.
Like they seem like big ass gifts. Like
Like
no, like gifts on the TikTok. So like Darrell, one of my biggest right now. He's one of my biggest gifters. So he probably sent me like $700.
We're taking a quick intermission. They're about to start back right now. They tripping on us, but
Everybody go. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
okay. So we're back, y'all. For now, season the chicken.
Yeah,
So okay,
I'm gonna show you how this.
how you do it?
All right, so how you want? You want little season or you want that
I want whatever you do.
bold bang
Yeah,
bold?
I,
All right, so I use this Tony Santry onion powder, garlic powder. I'll put a little bit of Old Bay, a little bit.
a little bit of it. Okay.
So you want me to do it? Because you're gonna have to.
Hey, I'm gonna try this.
Right.
For the back.
No, because you're about to stir it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna
Are you gonna do all this?
put my half of it. All right. All right.
Mr. Okay, stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was onion powder,
garlic
garlic
powder.
powder, Old Bay, and Tony Session.
Now put a little bit of that in. You have to squeeze it. See these cans a little filling. So squeeze it, a little bit of squeezing. All right, all right, all right.
Okay. So
And
just,
see, you know what's crazy? People only think it's for seafood, but we put it up in there.
so I just do it like a
Yeah.
Ooh, but that is food. Crazy. Y'all
Mhm.
can have me throw out all the food.
Yeah, because you're gonna do it again.
Oh, that's why you say.
Yeah.
Okay, so then go
Do it again. Sprinkle it over.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one that is. So this one, yeah. Um, so how your grandmother feel about you being like this being celebrity?
She don't care.
She don't.
And she still don't believe it. So like I could tell my grandma, oh no, I'm like prime example when I went and did Bad Boys, right? I was like, yeah, ma, they paid me like 6 figures to go do a show. Well, I still think that you should have a job. Yeah. So like the reason why I work a 9 to 5 to this day is so my grandmother should be quiet.
Oh, so, but I like I say, I always tell people I miss working, I miss meeting people because I'm a people person and I love meeting different people. So that's why I started my nonprofit so I can
Right.
meet people and talk to people and tell people like it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Even with different women, they got so many women. They be in situations and they scared to leave. They got men be in situations
I know.
and they be scared to. You see what I'm saying? And like so with me, I don't know how you might feel about this, but I feel like if you have a baby for somebody, you can have two, three babies with somebody.
Mhm.
I don't feel like you should stay there for the children. I don't feel. People get mad at me all the time and be like, you sound stupid. You sound dumb. If y'all don't like each other, don't put some truth through it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't relate because I may never have kids.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if the woman, if y'all ain't get along, you let that man come get his children, you go about your business, and you get your children, you get them, let him have them, and they get them.
Right.
And I just feel like that'd be a better, situation. So what we do with this music?
Oh, so we're gonna dip it up in there, but we're gonna just make sure the seasoning sit well. If you put this in the fridge, or like put mine in the fridge. So you gotta make sure you are paying good so you don't get something else for it. Let that seasoning sit up in there. I like to let mine sit in the fridge.
You don't have to cut it. Go ahead. I'm just on you. 23.
So you want me?
They are here. Cut it.
Okay, so you say that you probably never have kids, like why?
One, no matter how hard I try, I'm not gonna be able to conceive one. And then two, I look at kids as a financial responsibility too.
I mean, makes sense.
I know, but still, I'm still stuck in certain ways where I feel like I'm not ready for a child just yet.
So what if you get a good partner that want a child?
They could go have one.
Then we're gonna be yours if you have partner.
Yeah, it's like, but it's still not gonna be solely mine. Love ain't gonna love it as such. So look, since you don't know how to cook too, we're not gonna peel green straight from the bone bagel. We're gonna go with glory.
Okay, so this.
But you can't just pour it in the can and eat it like that. We're gonna have to.
Grandmother and my mom fucking die if they saw this.
Yeah, but they know how to cook.
Okay, so what is this?
This is greens, collard greens. And the only reason why we're doing this is because you don't know how to cook. You're not gonna sit there and pick greens.
Give me the king.
So this is how we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the pot to warm up and we're gonna put some onions in there. We're gonna put some onions. I don't like onions like that.
Okay.
So we're gonna put onions like that, and then we're gonna put bacon. So we're gonna kind of create a new type of flavor with it.
So you do like fry the bacon all the way, or you just?
Nah, it's gonna get soft. It's gonna be cooked, but it's gonna be soft. Yeah, man.
All right. So when I see you on your different shows and stuff,
Uh huh.
I'm telling you, fight. It's about
All the type of shows you have to fight. Like you have to. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because if you don't hit somebody, they gonna hit you.
and then
Oh.
trigger.
It does. It. I call it situational real. So like they say, like they know me and Larry don't like each other.
Mm.
So you would go to Larry and be like, "Yeah, baby, but the real said you're boom, 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 boom," and then you gonna come back to me and be like, "Real, I don't know if you know, but Larry said he's going to do this and that," and then I'm man, fuck Larry. I don't give a fuck about Larry. I'm gonna back boom, and then you gonna go back and be like, "Well, Larry, I don't know if you know, but the